What up, what up? It's the Chief Kaseek Ortiz.
Tyrant333. And this is Figure It the Fuck Out.
Yes, sir.
Back at it. Took a little hiatus, but we wanted to give y'all updates and let you know where we're at with things and just talk to the people.
Yeah.
And it's been probably about 3 to 4 months since we even dropped the episode, right? About that. Maybe even longer. Time's flying in 2025.
Yeah. I can't remember the last day it was. Because I think we stopped filming in October, but it was a couple episodes.
Completely unprompted, too. It was just a figure it the fuck out moment.
Yes.
We both sat there and realized like there's a lot of work to be done personally and on our own goals. We can't be hopping on a podcast talking about things that we haven't been enacting at the time or that, you know, we had plans to do, but we wanted to go and focus on those. And there's been a lot of exciting things that's happened.
Did a whole lot of talking. Now it's time to show it.
You only get to talk if you're putting up the shots and if you're working. And if you can go back to the previous episodes, that's exactly the type of time we're on.
Right.
Got to put up the shots. If we feel like we're not putting up the shots, podcast got to stop. We got to put up the shots. Just like when they say for those GTA people, you can't only just grind in the game, you got to grind in real life.
For sure.
So we're grinding in real life. And it's been an exciting time. I say this all the time, what a time to be alive. Music industry, a lot of things done happened. So we're going to have plenty of info to talk about that. Personally, a lot of things done happen. And right now, the energy just feels like it's a perfect time to come back and really start hitting this thing and giving you guys information and dropping the gems on you.
Yeah. So yeah, for this episode, we're going to focus on, just updating y'all what's been going on with us and pretty much everything that we're about to be doing. We're not just going to be like, I guess, talking about what we would like to do or anything like that, but we're actually going to talk about everything that we already just did in these past 4 months.
You're going to catch us in action mode.
Yes.
It's going to be more of a, I'm not going to say a reflection, but you're going to see us in the moment really getting a lot of things done. For my man Kaseek, I'm sitting back in like a kid in the candy store. Let me not use that because of the day and age, but just someone who's very excited for all the music that this man has lined up. And, you know, I'm blessed to be on the inside, to be able to have heard some of these records. And we've talked about them, but now we're in the moment where these things are really about to start to roll out. Yep. So it's a very exciting time for that. And then also, you know, my brother, Ben Grizz, we're just getting back to a lot of projects, a lot of features, a lot of shows, a lot of good music. We're going to open the doors at the studio a lot more for all those people out there who, you know, they might not have the setup at their home and they want somewhere to go to record. We're going to be opening up the doors to let people come in and record with their team. You know, rent the studio for as many hours as you need. We're thinking it's going to be around $35 an hour. It may go up, fluctuate up to 53. It'll be within that range. Yeah. But you'll be able to come in here with your team. And if you got an engineer or producer that you're working with who can record you, you can get in, lock in here for hours, record your tracks, and then send them to the boss here. Yeah. And or, you know, have him come in here and help you get it done and facilitate it. But we're gonna be touching money on all levels and welcoming clients on all levels to help work. But mind you, this is all within a time frame where we're at the busiest we've ever been. So if you reach out to us, come prepared. Yeah. Come serious. Yep. Know that it's a blessing to work with us. And also know that we feel like it's a blessing to work with you. Mm-hmm. Every last person that we come across, we're putting the passion behind it. We want to go up. We want to have a vision. We're going at this year by year if you haven't noticed it yet. And it's not going to stop. GrizzGangForever, not sometimes, if you haven't heard the name, by the way. Facts.
Facts. So let's break that shit down a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we're gonna change the locks. I mean, I guess where do we start with the updates?
So it's gonna be a seamless situation. Really, like, you know, we'll have the booking on Peerspace. We'll have a way for you to come in here through the lock situation where you can come in here with your guys, record your songs. If you already got an engineer on deck who can mix and master your stuff, good. But from what I've seen from a lot of independents, you don't. So he'll be right there to help facilitate the mix and master. At the same time, him, Ben, Grizz are going to be in here locked in around the clock doing their own music.
Yep.
We're also going to be doing sound sessions here. You know, just playing independence music, people who are trying to get on the scene, get people to hear their music, established artists who have music that they're willing to roll out. It'll be like an ongoing listening session.
Yeah.
You know, so, and everyone needs that to kind of have different ears on it. It's great having your team boosting you up because they love you, they think you and you're the highest standard.
Right.
But it's good to have those outside ears to hear your music too and kind of give their opinion on it, from what I think.
I know I'll definitely be up in here doing a little bit more rehearsals and just allowing people to kind of come in. You know, it's kind of hard to put like a stamp on it, like what it is exactly, because it could turn out into a full-blown show. It could turn into just a listening party. It could just turn into, you know, just an all-out session regardless. Like, might get inspired and want to start recording new music.
It could turn into a TED Talk. It could turn into ass clapping.
Right.
Like, there could be...
At the end of it all, it's really just community building with ass clapping.
Yeah, you know, strippers in here getting it buck wild, you know, like it could turn into that. Like we realize basically sky's the limit.
For real.
We can do whatever we want. You know, we're the business owners, so we can really make anything we want happen.
Right.
And we're the wave. And when you're creating something, you never have to think about or worry about what the next person is doing because you always got something else lined up.
Yeah, we're setting the trend, so, you know.
But on another update, okay, so this is gonna be a big one. I became a father.
Yes, sir.
Man. Oof.
And I became a godfather.
And he became a godfather, you know.
Yes, sir.
Valentine's baby, baby Cupid, you know, Mr. Mac, baby, Mr. Valentine.
Yeah.
That's my little dude. It was born at 3 a.m. on Valentine's Day. The best Valentine's gift I could ever have. You know, for here on out, I'm gonna be looking at Valentine's Day a lot different.
A whole lot different.
And that woman, Janelle, shout out to her. You know, we're gonna be a great team raising that baby. And it just made sense making Kaseek the godfather with how he holds it down with his own kids. You know, how he is as a father. He's a single father, but the love I see him give his own son and his daughter on a daily basis, it doesn't stop. You know, I can only aspire to be that good as a father, you know? So he sets the tone on that type of thing. And I know he'll have a lot of good wisdom and insight. And he'll always be able to give Makari, you know, my son's name, I'll always be able to give Makari wisdom as if, you know, God forbid anything happened to me, as if I was here. I knew that. So talked it over with the mother, and we realized he was the perfect fit for it. And he's about a month old now. It's life-changing, I will tell you that. If you haven't had a little one yet, it's life-changing. For all the fathers out there who walked out on your kids, I don't know how you ever could know you have your seed or your DNA out there and just walk away on it and just leave it there for society and the world to shape. You know, that's insane to me. I looked at the boy and I fell in love. Like, I want to give him the world. I want to make sure that the path is paved for him.
Shit either clicks in you or it just doesn't.
Exactly.
For real.
And but this starts before the baby comes.
Yeah.
I already knew being raised with my grandfather. You know, he was married into my family, but he raised us as if, you know, we're his grandkids. He didn't give a fuck about that.
Right.
Like, he was there for us as men. And the same way I want to be there for my son as a man, my godson, Tavian, as a man, shout out to Tyler, and Grayson, which is Janelle's son. It's family ties now.
Yeah.
And
Locked
the
in.
people we got around us, we're very family oriented. So when you come by GGF, it's gonna be mafia type tradition and culture, you know? So that's a beautiful thing. But watching a baby come in that looks just like you, smiles just like you, makes a lot of the faces you make, it's changing every day. It's nothing like it. So this is the start of the journey now, and I'm sharing that with you on Figure It the Fuck Out. Yes, and it's definitely a Figure It the Fuck Out moment.
For real.
Little boy's a vampire. Has me up all times of the night. Seems to get up at 1 o'clock. Mean little baby. Came in the world with stress lines and a full head of hair. I'm like, yo, I look at myself now, yo, you got to lighten the fuck up, brother. Like, this is what you created. This is a spawn of you, man. Like, goddamn. But that was something that just sparked me. My why, and this, they say this a lot in sales, so all you salespeople, you'll get it. My why has gotten huge, my man. Like, why the fuck, we said this in another episode, why are you doing this? Why are you going at this every day? And I look at him, that's a big reason. So I never was a slacker, but I never got an excuse to slack now. I always got an excuse to go for the highest achievements. Yeah. And we're already going for that. So it's like, this baby's coming, it's hitting it right in stride. Right in stride. Mind you, I'm 33. I feel like an oldie, you know, at this age having a baby, but I talked to my man and he's like, yo, it's actually a perfect time. Don't look at it like that. Yeah. Because you get to give him a lot of wisdom at that age. Yep. And I know, you know, it's good to have them be 40 and your kid's grown, which a lot of people are going to be looking at who have babies in the 20s, you know. That would be cool and all, but it's also, there's no one way to do anything. You got to do life. People say, oh, what you going to do, buy the house first or get the car? It all depends on what you need. It all depends on how your life is unfolding. Right. You roll with the punches and evolve. Yep.
Damn, it's so hard because we did so much. You know, it's almost hard that we even took time off because I'm trying to think of like everything. And it's just like, where do you even start? You know what I'm saying? You becoming that, me becoming a godfather for the first time in my life, which I look at that as like a different role compared to, you know, just being a father of my own, to my own children. So it's like, you know, it's a whole different experience. Aside from that, you know, been locked in, recorded a whole bunch of music, have a whole bunch, you know, that's pretty much already mixed and mastered, ready to start shelling out, really just getting the covers together. Your brother, Ben Grizz, he has like a whole other project done. Like, just in a short amount of time, we have, you know, we might not have been like filming or all up in the cameras, except for me, I'm all up in the cameras, but we might not all be on a social media like crazy. However, in the background, we're definitely working. So between the music coming out, you know, finishing off my personal studio at my crib, a whole lot more, diving into content, learning strategies, coming up with a whole bunch of different strategies to start implementing. And after we did so much talking last year, I was like, you know what, we gotta start showing what it is that we were talking about a little bit more. We already had, you know, some success and a whole lot of failures that, you know, we kind of shared or kind of relinquished information to help other creatives that do watch this, like how it is that we're making things happen or how things went wrong when we thought it was going to go right. And now it's like, we're just going to show proof in the pudding of like all these next few steps that we're doing, like the shit that we got going on.
It's going to get real next level, real behind the scenes, real uncut and raw.
Yeah. I'm documenting everything. I didn't even mention that. Like, I started vlogging. I'm not sure how often I'm going to be vlogging, but for the most part so far, I've been pretty much doing it every week where I'm just vlogging my entire life, my day-to-day, me chilling with my family, raising my kids, me working on music, me editing, you know, shooting, editing. I'm kind of showing everything behind the scenes and just kind of giving everybody a taste of what it is that that I'm doing. And for, you see the shit that I'm doing that helps the crew out.
Yeah. He's a tech wizard, not even just a tech wizard, technical analysis, like a tech brain. He can technically look at things and just pick it apart and start figuring out different things. That's what makes him on genius level. And, you know, he applies that to the music. I work to get him on like, not only as his friend, but on the management level, I work to get him in a level where he stops trying to be so perfect. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, facts. Take some of the perfection out of it and just do it. Right. Because you already got, like, with you putting all that energy into it, you're already leagues above what people are doing. Yes. But he doesn't realize that. So sometimes I have to give him that level. Yeah. Because I can get a little messy and sloppy, even though my expertise and my master's is in management. Right. I know how to go outside the box and just say, fuck everything, let's just do it. Like, fuck the in-between the line shit and let's just make it happen. Like, I get there at a point where, because I get impatient. That's the thing. Like, I really just want to get things done. So at some point, I just say, all right, we're just going to put up a shot, man.
The hardest part for it now is that now that I'm taking some of that perfection out, I'm like a whole lot more eager because everything I want is like right now, like fast food.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, yo, I want to shoot it and it needs to be out right now. Like I need to write it, record it, mix it, master it right now. Everything's coming out right now.
And I love that. Me personally, as a manager, that new mode, I'm loving it. Because he really, it's not only showing up in his music and how he's moving, but it's showing up in how he's working with other people. So if you work with them, there's going to be some pressure put on you, but it's only for the better. Right. Like, we could operate this way. We could do it this way. We could get this turnaround this fast. Like, it shouldn't take this long.
It shouldn't.
You know, and he's not only doing that to you because he's being a dick. He's doing it because he's doing it to himself.
Yeah.
So, you know, if he puts the pressure on himself and he knows he's putting the pressure on himself, it's easier to put that pressure on someone else in good faith, though. Yeah. Knowing that, you know, I'm doing this for the best. We can pick this up.
Yeah, it's not like I'm slacking and then it's okay for you to slack because I'm leading by example, if you will.
Exactly.
So it's like, and as a matter of fact, me and him kind of took charge because as he was saying, like, whether it's working with the clients, that also affects the whole crew, you know? If we were kind of feeling down low, anybody in the crew is kind of like, yo, you need to get the fuck off your ass and do some shit because we grinding over here. We need to get up and do it.
It's not all roses. Like a team, one person might be up, the other might be down, but if you're a team, then you got to pick each other up in the right way.
Lock arms.
It's not all about shitting on each other and putting each other down. Yo, how can we make this person get better? Yeah. And if they actually want to get better, then that's worth it. You know, they really want to get better and they'll take what you say and start applying some of it. You know, you can work with some people like that.
For sure.
You know, he's locked in the studio doing a lot of music. You're going to see his face on YouTube going heavy. Yes. We're going heavy on YouTube.
So that's what I even say. It's like, I don't even know what to... We're updating people, but I'm like, I'm leaving shit out. Like, yeah, I'm going hella hard on YouTube.
Yeah,
like I said, I'm
don't worry, I got you,
like,
man.
Bro.
I'm here, you know, I got you. Like, he's going hella hard on YouTube. He's, the vlogs, you'll see family life. You'll see him doing mix and mastering, really cultivating the community online. Right. And there's going to be a lot of ways he's working with a lot of different people. Yeah. You'll see us in the community as a whole doing more events. Like we were saying, the sound sessions, we'll have people in the studio more. Yeah. You'll see us doing more shows.
We're going to be throwing shows.
Yeah.
I'm going to start doing, you know, remote mixing and mastering for people, so I don't even have to come in here in the studio with them anymore. They don't even have to be in the city. Like, it was something already that I was working on, and I kind of was taking clients here and there with it, but now I'm kind of like moving my business in that sense for the mixing mastering side where I'll be able to work with anybody wherever they're at, whether they're sending me their files or I'm going to give them a link and we could just communicate like a Zoom call, but, you know, on crack for music producers and engineers.
And that's a great thing in the way things are moving for him to have that set up. You know, so as you see, when we go silent, it's very deadly.
Very deadly. Yeah.
Like, we're getting some shit done, you know? Like, mind you, me, I'm just more focused. I don't give a fuck about this social media shit. Right. I say it all the time. But I like to talk to the people. I like to drop gems. You'll see me on the capacity of the social media when the videos are coming out. But other than that, I don't care about writing my life story, my diary. I don't give a fuck about what you're doing. I'm so locked into the cause that it's going to be hard to reach me. And the main reason is because my main focus locked in is securing a bag. Right. For myself, for my legacy, for this team, for this team's legacy. Everything we're doing is going to look magnificent with a bag, oil in the machine. Yeah. Because we did a lot of this shit. Half the time we didn't have shit. We were struggling, blah, blah, blah. From here on out, you're not going to see struggle. You're going to see us on a different mode of operation. Yeah. Moving very efficiently. And I know personally, the way I'm moving, doing insurance, doing real estate, doing this business. We're all over online, very entrepreneurial. I got some shit for y'all personally. But first, before it happens for y'all, it's gonna happen for my team. And you're gonna see things start to change. And you're gonna know what the hell happened if you watch this episode at some point. Yeah. but things are going up, you know?
Right. This one's not really full of gems. This is really just the update.
Just a big update.
Yeah.
Another update, the crypto token is active. It's getting listed on platforms. I never even mentioned this. We're going to have to probably talk about this on a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
But just to briefly give it to you, we have a token we launched back in 2022 or 2023 called GGF token. It's a cryptocurrency based for independent artists. And it's on PancakeSwap Binance chain. And it's doing numbers, getting listed on exchanges. And we're working to make it a more established platform, get people who want to buy into the project and become liquidity providers. So we'll talk more about that, but that's actively being worked on in the background. Mm-hmm. And, you know, that's something that could really change the course of what we're doing. And it's something fresh. I don't see many independent artists blowing up off of a cryptocurrency. So
right.
That's something very different. We launched that at one of our Grizzmas events that we did. And we didn't know how to really market it, really get it out there. But when I thought about it simply, it was just like, yo, let's treat it like we were starting to get in the mode of the music. As an artist, you don't want to keep pushing your music to other artists. Yeah. You want fans. Right. You want consumers. You don't want to keep pushing it to other artists, especially the local scene, because they're trying to do the exact same thing you're doing.
Right.
So there's going to be some, even if they don't say it, there's going to be some hidden animosity and hate built up in their heart.
Right.
Unless they really can look at you and appreciate you for you being on the same scene, out the same background, and getting it like they are.
Yeah.
But only few will do that. So why don't you take that and push your music to consumers, people who have money, investors, people who can really do something, people who are making even the same moves or better than you. So when I look at that for the music, I'm like, it's the same thing for the crypto. There's a whole market of people out there ready to find the next crypto project, ready to find people who are gonna not rug pull the project and be a part of the project for the long haul.
Right.
And we got an actual business behind us. You can see our faces and our names behind it. Right. This is something that it should be here to stay. So
it's like community building, because you could just cram your music down people's throat. It doesn't mean everybody's just gonna listen to it. Sometimes people, not sometimes, most people are gonna feel like, yo, like, how are you? How are you doing? What's your name?
Yep.
Nice to meet you. Oh, you want me to listen to something of yours? Okay, maybe I'll give you the time of day. Like, you kind of have to build it up from that ground up, just like an artist does. You know, I still don't respond to, I get a lot of DMs all the time, like, yo fam, you should fuck with my music. And it's like, why? Like, that was your introduction? Not, hey, I am fucking Joe Schmo, the rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this shit for a minute, and I would appreciate if you would give my shit a listen or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
break the ice a little bit.
Right, break the ice a little bit. You don't even like any of my posts or anything like that. You just come in my DMs talking about, yo, you should fuck with my music because, yo, I'm hot.
But yeah.
And every time I do, like, if I'm ever like, for shits and giggles, let me just click on this motherfucker. Like, I'm not going to end up being nice. Because your shit sounds like shit. It's not recorded right. Your writing sucks. The mixing sucks. The mastering sucks. You have no distribution. Shit's terrible. I'm like the last motherfucker you want to come to with that bullshit, because I'm going to start hurting your feelings. You might quit the next day.
You know, and there's plenty of that. We've talked to people who, they do this sometimes. They're here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're here to stay. We're going to be going at this. This is our legacy, and this is what we build, and this is what we do. So every day from here on out, you're going to be able to touch in with us, see us on some capacity on a platform, and know, hey, we're just here figuring it the fuck out.